Welcome to Red Panda Preview, where we discuss conventions in the Mid-Atlantic region, focusing on their after-hours, nightlife, and party aspect. I am Pedrock, and this is...
Nelly the Afrobot.
And today we're talking about Otakon 2016,
Ding.
held August 12th through the 14th in the Baltimore Convention Center. The Baltimore area is pretty nice because you have a lot of restaurants, both pricey ones and cheap ones, and you got the aquarium nearby. Nelly, what do you think about Otakon?
I love Otakon. It's a little overwhelming sometimes, but it is one of my own token favorite conventions of the year.
Yep. And it is the biggest convention pretty much on the East Coast for anime, just the large amount of people that they draw in and the guests that they bring in. They usually bring pretty big names for the anime industry.
Yeah, I mean, they bring in like a lot of voice actors. They bring in some bands like J-Rock, J-Pop. Last year they had Yoko Kanno, which I didn't get to see, but it's good to know that it was happening. I guess.
That you missed it.
I had the chance to get a ticket, but I was too busy doing other stuff.
Since it is the biggest convention, and it's been pretty much the biggest convention for a few years now, cosplay is pretty much high quality. There are other cosplay cons, but Otakon, I guess, is the original one. And when you go there, you're going to be seeing pretty high quality and high game players.
Oh, man. You see anything from... they got people doing their standard, video game or anime conventions costumes. But you also see a lot of people that do big, huge props, and they're like out in the streets. They're not necessarily like at the convention
like
center.
Over 10 feet tall.
They are huge. I saw there was a Metal Gear Rex one, which the lady, she like got into this huge apparatus, and it was wild.
Otakon is the pinnacle anime convention, and in being the pinnacle anime convention and doing it like every other convention, its game room is pretty poor. It's probably the more lackluster part of Otakon because it's a really huge space, but it's not really filled with too much. The more entertaining part is really the card game area, just because you get to interact with people a lot more. Generally, on Red Panda Preview, we discuss how to enjoy a convention without really planning for it. You kind of just go and try to socialize with people and enjoy the nightlife aspect, but we can't really do that with Otakon. Otakon is just too big, too many people, everybody has something to do, and the usual game plan just doesn't work.
I mean, there's stuff happening. I mean, you got to rave, you got late night panels, but actually grouping with people and organizing that, it just gets messy. You just want to eat food and hang out. I mean, at the end of the day, it gets kind of overwhelming. But just want to hang out.
So instead, we're going to focus on, I guess, the pitfalls of Otakon and where you can get lost and miss out on interacting with other people, and focus on how you can overcome those pitfalls so that you can hopefully meet someone new and make a friend. One of the pitfalls for me is a combination of distraction and intimidation. The distraction comes from there's so much to see and so many people to possibly interact with that you see one, you see another, you see a third, and you forget about number one by the time you see number three in the span of 5 seconds. And the other part is intimidation, that the people you see might already be in a photo shoot, might already be in a group talking, might already be playing something, and you feel like you're imposing on them and that they're going to perceive you negatively. The way to get over these pitfalls is use the initial burst of energy from, seeing that really cool thing to get yourself moving, to approach and just begin talking to them. The intimidation aspect, you're not really a bother. I mean, most people there want to talk to somebody or want to have their costume appreciated. So just use that initial energy to kind of forget about that intimidating factor. So that's my point. Pitfall wise, I don't know if you have any pitfalls that you'd address.
That's one of them. That kind of hit it on the nail. There's I don't take as many cosplay pictures as I use. I mean, I kind of appreciate people, but I'm like, I'll just see it online or something. And then sometimes you can't find them. I've taken pictures of people and just not uploaded it. Just kind of kept it on my phone. I just didn't think about it. Or one of the main things is not actually going up and thinking that I'll see them later. Like, that costume's awesome, but
yeah, if you see something really cool, jump on it immediately because
you might not
that's
see them
one of their multiple costumes throughout the weekend. So another pitfall is that Otakon is a bit of a spectator type con. I mean, there's more a lot of watching, taking photos, and attending panels, which is a passive experience rather than an interactive experience where you can actually interact with others. So in order to really overcome that pitfall, go to the events that allow you to talk to another person or get closer to another person or do something besides just take a picture or listen. Karaoke is a good one to check out because you get to go up on a stage, you get to sing, and either people boo you or they applaud you. They just applaud you.
Yeah.
And then you get to hang out in the audience and talk with other people and enjoy other singers. Since Pokemon Go has just come out, that's another great way to interact with people because the Baltimore area should have plenty of good Pokestops along the front of the convention center, which is West Pratt Street. And in the middle of the convention center, there should also be a couple stops and gyms. So get together with your fellow trainers and go hunt some Pokemon. The other type of event to check out is the concerts. If you go to the concerts, then you get to dance, and the physical activity and being able to move around actually helps you be able to interact with other people. And even though the concert area is very loud and the music is booming, you're still able to talk to others once you're a little bit further away from the stage.
In my experience, you gotta keep track of what's actually being, scheduled, because I missed out last year on Yoko Kano, which was just huge, but that was Sunday, but you had to get tickets beforehand. You had to line up for them. So the protocol of it, I think, just to keep a track of the website and probably Facebook or Twitter to kind of keep track of those. Every Friday and Saturday, you actually have the raves. So I know they have LJMTX and Marcus Obscura. They are going to be playing, I believe, Saturday. One thing that I'd highly recommend is going to the rave. If you haven't been to one, you probably want earplugs. It's freaking loud.
If you haven't been to one, this is a good one to start.
This is a good one to start. I mean, you could still wear your cosplay. Probably nothing very prop heavy. They actually have a list of guidelines
you can't take in.
Yeah, you don't want to bring in like a bow staff or anything. I mean, glow sticks, I guess, is pretty standard, but I would recommend just kind of wearing something comfortable. If your cosplay is relatively easy to wear.
Yeah, like a maxi pad under your armpits. Oh, that's wet.
Did you mention the Perch?
I can. I think the Perch is more like...
For you.
Yeah.
You.
All right.
They took away the seats last year.
Shut up. Secret tech. Perch. Pick a spot and you sit at the corner and you just overlook and you call at people. It's like a Venus flytrap. You're essentially waiting for somebody to pass by, and you're snatching them and forcing them to talk to you. And that's
Dad, you can't see.
You can snatch people.
Cosplay's not consent.
Like
so
pool
to
water.
make that tip more PC, the way I've enjoyed Otakon in the past is pretty much to perch, which is you pick a spot that has a very good vantage point and you just sit there. I mean, really the funnest part of Otakon for me is being in that area because it's such good high energy, being surrounded with all those people that are like me. And if you pick one spot and as traffic flows through, you really get to see the best of what Otakon has to offer because people are always cycling through and they want to go from one photo shoot to another. And you just want to pick a nice high traffic area. My favorite is by the fountains, not on the fountain level, not on the level above that, the highest peak where you can see all three levels and you just sit there and wait and chat with whoever is also perching. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you guys at Otakon. If you enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button, and if you didn't, then hit the dislike button so that we know we need to step our game up. Also, go in the comments section and tell us how you guys enjoy Otakon, because we kind of need tips too.